Good morning everybody and welcome into the video. It's a new day, it's a new week, and it's also a new month. Because right now, you would not believe it, it is actual July and look at the weather. Fair enough, I'm wearing a t-shirt, boy, it's been pissing it down all weekend really. And it's really crap. I remember when I was a kid, July used to be really hot. It used to be summers, heat waves and everything, but God, what's happened to it these days? Today we are back in our class 1 as well. We are going 2 drops in Sheffield area. There is nothing worse than when it's been raining and all the water sits on top. So when you do the curtains, it's right on the buckles, which means my gloves, well, not waterproof, I'll go get drenched. Why do you leave rubbish? Look, pen, got half bag of what sits in there. Why? It's not a bin, that, mate. In here. Rubbish. That's the biggest bugbear possible, honestly. You get inside your car. Luckily, no one's been smoking because it smells all right. But rubbish, just take it out with you. Take it out with you. No one wants it. First things first, a brew. Now we've got the coffee sorted, time to hit the road. Our first drop for today is over at Rotherham. You're looking at about 85 miles and around 2 hours drive time to get there. There's only 5 pallets to take off as well, so it should be pretty quick. Some electrical distribution place. And then our second drop after that is in Sheffield. So probably about 40-minute drive or so from Rotherham to get there. Quite big units already as well. I've checked on Google Maps prior leaving the yard just to make sure everything's all right. Thank you for watching as well. I really do appreciate all the support. Everybody tuning in, all the likes. So as always, if you enjoy the content, don't forget to hit like, comment, subscribe. If you've got any questions about HGV or anything, then feel free to just let us know down below. It's definitely worth getting a pair of cheap sunglasses, that is for sure. So if you're new to driving or anything, when it comes to a certain time of the year, this is a little bit early in July for it, but when you get the glare from the sun because it's been raining on the roads and the sun's quite high, it just glares directly into your eyes. It's blinding, honestly. So buy yourself a cheap pair of sunglasses, keep them in the cab. There's no point buying a pair of like Oakleys or anything because it's going to get smashed or rubbed. I've had that in the past, to be honest with you. A pair of sunglasses, left them in the cab, gone. These little cheap ones, I bought them about 20 quid on Amazon, and they're quite durable as well, flexible. So when they're inside my bag or in the cab, they bend and everything's all right. They won't get broken too easy as well, because that's another thing. If you have a pair of sunglasses inside your bag, water bottle or anything can just break the side of them, can't they? Quite easily. So yeah, buy yourself a cheap pair of sunglasses, keep them in the cab, because when it's bright like this, you can't really see anything, it's so bright. It's just that glare, isn't it, from the sun, and because you're higher up in your cab, it just affects you that little bit more than when you're in a car. That's my tip for today, Darren's top tips. They'll continue throughout the day. How has everybody's weekend been? Have you had a good one this week? I was going to do a little bit of a bonus vlog for you this week, but I was a little bit too busy to be doing a vlog, if that makes sense, because I know normally you'd want to be vlogging the busy days because there's more content, etc. But I was doing photography for a friend's wedding, and I can't really do vlogging while she's doing photography, can you, at the same time? So I had to focus all my energy over onto the wedding for that day. It turned out really well, actually. It turned out really well. The bride got the photos yesterday, so I was editing all day yesterday. And I tell you what, I've been telling my missus this all day as well yesterday. The AI, which has been implemented in Photoshop recently, is phenomenal. It really is. you can just literally highlight people and just remove them straight away. AI does all the work for you. So I managed to get a whole wedding photography pictures done, over 230 of them, done in about 2 hours. So that's really good timing as well. I don't know if you've ever done photography yourself. Really good hobby to do. I've got the Nikon D850 myself. It's a great little camera, high megapixel. Good mid-range camera as well, if you're looking for one yourself. Our first job should be just around here. Where we are, so it should be just on the right hand side, is it? So it's an electrical place. Looking at the Google Maps as well a little bit earlier on, it looks like we might have to pull in and then reverse into where the yard is. I don't know if this is it here, the electrical centre, or is this somewhere else? It's called, I think it's Yes Electric, but I don't know if it's here or not, so I might have to do a quick little Google Maps and just double check with the address as well, make sure it's the same. 9B we are, so it's not that one. Let's make sure we can turn around somewhere though. There we are, on the left. So it's not that one, that's PDR Electrical. Is this it here? Yep, that's it, yeah, quite a big car park actually. I won't be able to reverse it in because we've got a barrier. It's a little bit unusual, to be honest with you. You don't normally have barriers and stuff. That's these like little places. Is it? Yeah, automatic, cool. We should be able to just pull up in front of it, to be honest. Yeah, we've got enough space, so what we'll do, let's spin it round to the left. And then we'll go reverse into that checker box. And then we can get it sorted then. Here's a handy little tip for you. If you've got some wet gloves and you've been drying for quite a bit, this can get a bit warm. So if you put your gloves on there, it helps them dry them out a little bit. Whilst you've got 5 minutes for it to get unloaded. Or even if you just wanted to warm them up, to be honest with you, because toasty gloves are always good, aren't they? Oh, hay fever's killing my eyes off today, really bad. And when you get really sore, dry eyes, yeah, hay fever, no good, no good. Our next job, which is job number 2, so it's going to be 2 out of 2 now for this next one, is 11 miles away, 20 minutes. Should be there for, don't think the traffic looks too bad according to the sat nav. And also on Google Maps, the place that we're going to looks quite a big yard as well, so we shouldn't have any issues going to there. I'm not too sure what it is that we're delivering today. It's in a couple of wooden pallets, and I can't remember what the company's called anyway. But I'll find out when we get there. I have to pull over to the side and double check. Oh cool, I never knew Rotherham United Football Club stadium was so big. Just driving past it at the moment. Obviously I got my camera set up there for now instead, but yeah, it's huge. What division do Rotherham play at? Because I was expecting like Sunday League or something. No offence if anybody's Rotherham FC or Rotherham United football supporter, but yeah, it's a really, really big stadium actually, that one. Looks quite nice as well. It's like a mini Old Trafford. Got to get about 40,000 people in there, I think. Fair play to them. The first time I've drove through Rotherham, I can't really pronounce the word that great, but yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Been on the outskirts plenty of times, but never through like the town and stuff. So it's something new as well, isn't it? It's good. Roads seemed really quiet today as well. I don't know why. Even coming from Warrington, past Leeds and stuff, there's no traffic whatsoever on the roads. And for a Monday, yeah, it's really, really eerie. There's no traffic on roads. Don't get me wrong, I'm not complaining though, because I absolutely love it when there's no traffic on roads, because it's just perfect driving conditions for us. Especially for us HGV drivers, you don't have to keep constantly looking around, making sure you got some idiot flying, speeding past you. Before I forget as well, what type of video length do you guys prefer? Do you prefer the longer style vlogs, or do you prefer less than 10 minutes as well? Because some of my videos are probably about 7 or 8 minutes, then some of them go to about 20 minutes. So I was wondering, as the consumer, as the viewer, what do you prefer for a vlog length? Longer or shorter? Let me know down in the comments, please. Thank you in advance. Been instructed by one of the guys to wait here until I get called, but you can see it's a little bit of a maze really, isn't it, to try and get through. It's going to be a little bit tight, and I need to get into that little box over there so they can load me from the side. But it doesn't help with all this stuff in a way, does it? They don't make it easy for us. So I'm not sure if anyone's tried to rob the fuel whilst being at the service station, but someone just told me they're missing a fuel cap, and it's all in pieces, it's all been smashed up. Well, there's like little pieces, so God knows what's happened there, because there's nothing that can hit it or anything. That's old markings, so that's been from something else. But yeah, it's weird. The lad that told me about it, he said the fuel cap is over here somewhere on one of the walls, so I'm still trying to find it and then see what could have caused it. So that's the cap. So I don't know if anyone's like tried to damage it or anything. And that's there. There's no major damage to the cap itself, which is a bit weird. But yeah, shout out to the young lad at AET in Sheffield. So really helpful, give us a rag, told me about it, and yeah, so I can get it reported now at least. For a temporary fix, just so we can get back to the yard, what I'm trying to do is just keep that from leaking any fuel. So if I'm gonna stick a rag in it first, and then I'm gonna get this pushed down as much as I can, and then I'll tape it up as well. We'll look a little bit neater, don't worry. I know it doesn't really look the best, but I don't really know what to do in this situation. Weren't we just saying, just try and make it secure so you can come back? I mean, that's not going to come off. That's quite sturdy. The rag will stop the flap from losing any fuel, and that's keeping it all pushed down. So it should be good on that aspect. So fingers crossed it'll be okay until we get back to the yard to get a replacement. Has this ever happened to any of you guys where you've had fuel robbed or the fuel cap broken? What did you do in that situation? It seems to be holding on still, doing all right. Just stopped off quickly at the service station just to double check the fuel cap. Everything is still staying on and everything is all okay. Got something in my eye there. Yeah, so it seems to be doing its job right at the moment. So there's no fuel being leaked, which is a big plus. On the way back to the yard as well, we've got to do a little bit of a trailer swap. So we've come down the M1, cutting across the A50 by Derby, going up through Stoke, and then we've got a trailer swap in Northwich area. So we're just coming off, grabbing trailer, then back up the M6 to Warrington. Whilst I'm here, I might as well grab myself a quick little KFC. I'm addicted to these like little streetwise wraps. They're so good. Only a couple of quid as well, so like really worth the money, but they're really good. But on another note, I'm going to ruin something for KFC for yourself. So every time you go to KFC, you'll go see this, you won't be able to unsee it, and I'm going to show it you. So is it just me, or does the Colonel, I know that's meant to be a bow tie, but does that look like it's a stick man with a big head? Now, every time I see the KFC, I see a stick man with a massive head. I can't unsee it. I'm sorry. I've had to give it to you guys now to live in your head rent-free. Do you remember earlier in the day when I said it's been like nearly a perfect day because there's been no traffic or anything? Well, honestly, I think I've jinxed myself because I've been stood still for about 15 minutes, currently on the A50. Can't go anywhere. I don't know what the hell's going on. So sat here now with the engine switched off, POA on, and just trying to kill a little bit of time, I suppose. We managed to move forward literally 25 feet, and that guy jumped in front of me straight away. But we've got a hell of a long way to go. Some 2.5 to 3 hours later to get through Land Roadworks. They were absolute nightmare. So if you are going past the A50 around Stoke, just avoid it. Divert yourself around, because for the next 3 weeks it's going to be closed. So yeah, just stay away from there, guys. If you're going anywhere near Stoke, just divert it. Get away from it. Don't put yourself through it. I'll go finish the video around about now because we're on our way towards Northwich. I'm due to get there in the next 10 minutes for the trailer swap. After I've done the trailer swap, I'm back to the yard, so I'm going to be done for the day, so there's not going to be not much more content for you. So we may as well just call it a day, aren't we? We may as well. I won't be putting a video up tomorrow because I'm off work tomorrow. I'm getting a new front door fitted, and I will be back up on Wednesday with another video around 8 o'clock. I'm hoping for 8 o'clock it'll be live for you guys to view. So in the meantime, have a great week, have a great day, and I'll see you again for the next one. Bye for now.